Hey Missouri, my name is December and I'm a member of the New Left. And history is crazy. And I love history. Today we're going to learn about the Bachelor Tax of 1820. America has a long history of trying to encourage people to get married. But the government can only do that through, since we don't have slavery anymore, only through money. They can only do it through money. And so the methods left for the government are the carrot and stick, also known as taxes and credits. Hey, did you know that Missouri used to have a bachelor tax? I mean, what gave it away? Missouri has been trying to pressure citizens into getting married since 1820. The bachelor tax for Missouri, and other states had this too, but the bachelor tax of Missouri was a $1 tax on all unmarried men. It was intended to encourage men to hurry up and get married, and what was once a private affair was now the business of the government. In terms of the carrot and the stick, this was the stick. Oh, this was the stick. It was up there. It was up there. Missouri passed the bachelor tax in 1820, but they got rid of it by 1822. I mean, it was a total disaster. I mean, it wasn't going very well. All it did was make the poor people poorer. Generally, it wasn't until the federal tax code of 1948 that they decided to try the carrot method. Couples could receive tax credits for getting married because our society is very, very set up to hate single people. The government saw a positive boom in marriages, and states then began to phase out bachelor taxes. Other benefits to being married quickly followed, to name a few. And I just want to make this quick point. Bachelor taxes are what we refer to as Natalist Policy. Laws intended to boost the birth rate. The bachelor tax wasn't about marriages. It was about boosting the birth rate. And look at it now. Natalism is almost always associated with fascism, if not always associated with fascism. Because I can't think of too many examples where it's not associated with fascism. It's not interested in anyone's well-being. Its whole goal is to just make more children. Other forms of natalist laws are taxes on childlessness, which can be found in fascist countries. In America, we went with the carrot strategy of the child tax credit. Banning abortion is an obvious one. Laws that restrict divorce. No-fault divorce is saying, I don't want to be with this person anymore, and that's the end of that. And no one's at fault. I just don't want to be here, and that's the end of it. That's the fucking end of it. See, back in the day, men could get divorced, but if a woman wanted a divorce, she had to provide overwhelming evidence that there was something painfully wrong with the marriage itself. And the judge had to approve that it was a good enough reason. It's an old king's rule that you could beat a woman with a rod as long as it was no thicker than the man's thumb. So you couldn't divorce a guy if he was beating the fuck out of you, and you couldn't divorce a guy if he was sexually assaulting you. But if he went outside the marriage and you could provide that in an era where there was no technology, then you could get a divorce. And you know what's funny? Is that spousal rape became illegal and no-fault divorce began to pass in the States after it took one woman, cutting off a guy's penis and throwing that in the woods. Before then, they just poisoned them. Now, do we need to start doing that to get some rights back? I don't know. Maybe. And the last one here is laws that try to limit who can be roommates when renting a property. Hey, this is where gays and lesbians get dragged in. If a landlord suspects you're in a same-sex couple, not procreators, they can refuse you. Some cities and counties in Missouri have housing protections for LGBT people, but not the state. On the flip side, and this is actually making its way back into society, you cannot rent with someone of the opposite gender unless you are blood related to them or you are married to them. This is a roundabout way of trying to force people into marriage so that they can have housing. Half of states list unmarried couples as protected under housing rights. The other half do not carry laws on this or do not restrict this type of discrimination. I'm looking at you, Missouri. I'm looking at you. I checked your books. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. My name is December, and hey, welcome to The New Left. You can keep watching at thenewleftparty.com.